10 seconds.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Good morning, everybody. See if I can reach the pedal here this morning. I think I pressed the wrong button. About that one. Alright, good morning. We got right here to the open. Here is the open, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And it is Tuesday, October 28th. Let's get going here this morning. 5 trades. Gonna get straight to things here this morning. And got here just in time for the open. I want to be here about 30 minutes prior to the open so we can have some better chats and things, but you know, kind of just, it's busy schedules,
Real-time widget.
All right, arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on across 6 instruments up top. And let's go. Give me a mic check. Let me know if that mic is coming through clear. We are on ultra low. How about that? Latency ultra low. Let's go. What does that mean? We are on 1080p. So hopefully the quality is still good, or you guys can see everything functionally. But we've reduced the, we're not running at 4K live stream anymore in order to have the absolute lowest latency that YouTube allows.
$1 in market cap.
Oh, that's a good sign. One of my lamps just popped on behind me for no reason. So
7% following UPS.
I was trying to get that thing to come on earlier. I thought I had a burnt out bulb, then all of a sudden it just popped on. So that must be a good sign. Is that a good sign? Let's go. All right, we are 1 minute past. Let me see if the sound is right. Oh, the sound is down a little low here. Get that to around 80% on the local sound there, and let's see what we've got here. We are marching up here, moderate buy, have not hit strong buy again yet. Been a little jagged here. I'm looking at the kind of the look at the S going on over here. Oh, that one went down here. So been traversing the right side of the MACV Ultimate to the long side. Again, this has been a basically longs only market lately. Look at the 89. This is crazy. Look at the almost more than 45-degree angle going on the NASDAQ on the 89s. Crazy. Okay, I see a giant bear in there. You guys see this? We need to mark this up here. This will become important later today. And that is a level 1500. That is no small bear right here. That's a 1500. A big and a small combo right there. Delta shift. All right, to get ready, I want to take the next play. We went and touched red once and we hit the delta shift here. I would like to try for a short. One of my favorite play sides is to go short, but I would like an entry. And I want one of our cheat sheet entries now is what I'm looking for after the delta shift. Get ready, take the next play, whatever that may be. Hearing the sellers on the audio box. Coming back into the bear. Let's see, that is we're looking for a 250 in the middle of that. What's that going to put us at? Ooh, right at the open line. So 250 is probably, yeah, almost dead set at the open line right here. A little narrow zone there. This is where the bear wants to push it to make his money. All right, there's the take profit zone for the big bear. There is my dot. Not a lot to go off of there. It's just a dot past the ready DD, and I'm hearing sellers, so I'm going to go audio box plus the dot. I've got a structure of the dot, and I've got the ready DD layup and audio box. So structure plus the RTOFA. The RTOFA itself is the audio box. Have not hit strong sell yet. Hopefully we will. Trying to maximize the play opportunity here. Went down around 30 ticks for me or so. Now remember, the bulls like to hold it within 100 ticks. That's exactly 100 ticks. It's already come back exactly 100 ticks, so I might be getting a little greedy here, trying to hold it beyond that. Let's see if I get skunked or if I can get this all the way through for a 40 bag for my first play. There we go. Targets filled. 6,684 on the first play of the day. The Delta shift tells me we may have the shift right now. Plus, it's a ready DD. Remember, get ready. And then I want to take the next play. Also prepping up for that. What did I have over here on the left-hand side? We had been maneuvering our way across the MACV Ultimate. Shifted into red right about there. Had a giant bear in there. Whoops. That kind of also gave away the pie, did it not? Beautiful. Okay, now want to look for some continuation plays in that direction. That's a 9.3. Looking for some continuation. Would like to see if I can get some additional plays all the way down into the take profit zone down there. Could have held on to some runners on that one, but I want to lock things in today there. There's trade number 1.
On the 40.
Looking for 2 plus a bonus. There's king timing.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 40.
See if we can get an entry here. Those of you guys who are just showing up, we are on ultra low latency on YouTube now, set to 1080p, so no longer 4K stream there, but standard 1080p. So we've reduced a little quality, but increased the capacity for interaction. All right, headshot. We had a dot right there plus a cross, so I'm going to give this headshot an opportunity here. Now we just pushed back up into neutral, and we're coming back into this barrier. What's the barrier? It's the bear area. Okay, there's 20 ticks. 25. And I'm going to pull it right there. I'll take it right at $400 away. I got a $400 superstition. If you guys have been following me along a while, around big numbers, targeting that 10K scenario there, and I am $400 away. Now I've got a little trick for this. I'm pulling out the tiny superstition buster, what I call the superstition buster. Got an ATM, literally, if you look at the name of this on the right, it says Tiny Superstition Buster is the name of this ATM. And I'm going to try to kind of push it over the edge there. Thank you, Eddie, for reminding me to check that. Yes, real-time protection is turned off. Thank you so much. And we are on ultra low latency before I was so rudely interrupted while I was trying to give everybody an update on that. So those of you who had been asking if there was some way to reduce the latency even more, there have been about 15 to 20-second delays on YouTube when we were running. It will allow you to run low latency, but to do ultra low latency, it is not supported on 1440p and above. So if you even do 2K, they can't do it. But at 1080p, they allow ultra low latency. So we've reduced some quality, but the interactions and the functionality. So giving up a little form for the function. We like to, you know, in most things in life, you want form and function combined. But hopefully the form isn't so detrimental to you guys that it inhibits your capacity to follow along. But you should be hearing me pretty close to instantly, as live as it can be here on YouTube. There's the get ready. Get ready. You want to take the next play. We are currently neutral. Looking for a... We're not quite at a masher location yet. Let me pull to this screen here. So watching for the masher over here. And we haven't quite reached... the most actually it did. There's a masher turning point. That big turning point was actually this one right here, inside of the fiddle zone area, interestingly enough. And want to try to push this right over the end here and hopefully not give back anything. Remember, I am 2 trades in right now. Let's turn that sound on. So flipping over coin number 2. 2 trades in. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And I'm hearing sells come in right back behind this Gartley.
NQ on the 9.
Gonna give it a shot. Oh, not. Dadgummit. And the $400 superstition strikes again. So Tried had the audio box queuing in and went for a piercer on the Gartley, and it did come up enough to stop me out. So no longer not looking for a superstition buster anymore. The superstition is still legit. It's when I'm so close to a big target that I'm looking for, something, I don't know what it is, it's something. About $400 away, and I've just got to get to that 400, and it is, for whatever reason, I end up giving back too much trying to hit that last $400, whether it's me hitting a 4K target, a 5K target, and 10K. Those are some very specific hardline numbers for me that, whatever reason, I've got this mental resistance around the capacity to do it. Thank you for that, Alan. Pop out chat. Yeah, you'll never be like right there in the room, right? 100%. Thank you for posting that there. I'm going to put that on the chat. Speaking of chat, I'm going to get the chat up on the screen here. I think I have to change screens to get that to work here.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Look at this. There we go. Yeah, E.E. Allen says there will always be a certain amount of latency on streaming video due to technical constraints. Just a matter of minimizations, as Vinny has done. Thank you, E.E. Allen. Appreciate that. Do me a favor and hit that like button. If you like ultra low latency, do me a favor, hit that like button. We get to 100 likes, we'll stay longer today. You know the drill. We've been so close to getting to 100 likes while we're on live stream. If we can get to those 100 likes, I will kind of force myself to stay longer. We'll talk through and walk through some teachings and trainings. Although, speaking of teaching and trainings, the best way to get started with us, if you're hanging out in the live streams, you want to follow along, have the system installed. Okay, we're right back behind the bear here. Let me see. I'm going to give this a shot here. And go 3/4. We got a big dot over here. Can I switch screens without jacking everything up? Okay, got a big red dot with divergence here as well, giving that a shot in the high time frame and low time frame. I've got a dot, and we're at the top of the regression channel. Currently sitting in neutral. Got to be careful. These bulls are so aggressive in this arena. They have just been face rippers. Looking to see if I can get a Seuss entry. Yikes. Switch dot. Okay. Let's see. Trying to maximize the play to get me to 10K. Is it gonna happen? Okay, heard them crack the green dot. We heard audio box. So a piercer with audio box. Here comes king timing.
Enigma long.
Seuss trying to maximize the play opportunity. Oh, don't like what it's doing there right in front of the king timing.
Several deals with G7 countries to secure critical minerals, natural resources as well, according to the minister in an interview.
Okay, I saw 16 ticks, almost 20. Again, T1 on the 4s here for me is 20 ticks.
NQ on the 4.
Okay, that was 20 right there on that bright green dot. Here in buyer's step. Come on.
Double delta NQ.
Get ready. All right. Get ready. I'm ready. Seuss. Come on. Feed me the 10K. Don't you make a pop. Give me the drop. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Oh man, I dropped 4 instead of adding 4. Yikes. All right, I'm already jacking stuff up here.
NQ on the 40.
Seuss. Audio box. Don't rob me. Oh my goodness, they didn't fill 4 of my contracts. There we go. Let's go. 10K locked in on the day. Put that in on the bonus play. Winner winner chicken dinner plus a bonus. Rocking it out with some standard play setups. Oh, not too shabby. Let's celebrate, because you know that's just how I do things. Just rub it in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing wrong with rubbing it in.
City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is poppin'. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when we talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not home. No, I can't let go without you near me. I'm holding on your tricks. Got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play.
All right, hitting the wrong buttons here. Let's see if we can get that going. There we go. And I'm trying to fix the microphone too. I think it's picking up too much.
Didn't think I'd see the game you play. To miss the game.
Test 1, test 2. All right, trying to get it so that it's not feeding the audio from the computer back through the microphone.
Bible, when Americans are ready to talk.
Test 1, test 2. Nope, still pulling through too much. Let me turn it down a little more. Test 1, test 2. All right. Can you guys still hear me okay? I've turned the mic pickup down a lot and set it to the cardioid setting. Test. Okay, if I'm sitting up straight. Test 1, test 2.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
All right, we're good. Okay. Let's see. It's looking pretty good there. Okay, Super AO. Right here, hearing the sellers continuing to push through there. Test 1, test 2. All right. Can you hear it through it?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 40.
Excellent. All right, let's get back to it here. It is 9:49, so we have been on the stream for 19 minutes, 30 seconds. We beat it, not even 20 minutes in, and we're up almost 12K on the day. How's everybody doing? It is, let's see. Oh, we don't have enough likes. We don't have enough likes. We're gonna have to we need to get some likes, folks. Come on now. We got 60 likes. We got about 20 folks just sitting on their hands. Can't reach out and press a button. Come on now. Help out the community if we want to hang out a little bit more. I've got a lot to teach you guys. Got a lot to show. If we want to catch up, we are going to be talking maybe about the release that's coming out this week. We've got
in 10 minutes time.
Some
see the release of the US conference board.
Some new stuff. We've got some bug fixes. We've got stuff in the trade copier that's going to be fixed.
With a range.
And where are the bots? Let's flatten all right there. Flatten all. I think we're over. Yes, 1275 on the bots. I am hitting flatten all there on the bots. There we go. Bots doing their jobs.
Canada ought to consider
across the boards. Now, if you're new with us, let's talk about, let me showcase what that looks like. So this morning, as I came in, what you'll see, kind of my current layout. Now, this is not necessarily the ideal. I have this layout for the live stream, okay? For the live stream, for me to be able to, you know, zoom in 1080p for different sections on my screen. This is not the ideal. This happens to be maybe the ideal for live streaming to showcase our work in the most straightforward, simplistic way possible so that people aren't overwhelmed by seeing too many charts at a time and walking through and talking through things. So just know when you're installing your setup, I believe that is the ideal. I have set you up with a 5 chart layout, which looks like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Here we go. This is the 5 chart layout when you install. I still think this is the absolute ideal, reading from left to right, from high time frame down to low time frame. And this is an alternative. This is the 3 chart layout, what I call the flag layout. And these are the 2 layouts that I recommend that if you are getting started with us, you start there. And then if you want to adjust and move your stuff around later on, but for you to get it locked in your mind, the way that you need to be able to look at various charts, knowing reading from high time frame down to low, to enter in on the lowest time frame entry for managing risk on the lowest time frame, maximizing reward with a high time frame opportunity. That's our job. Get that high time frame opportunity here, like a play off of a higher time frame on whether it is the wave chart that would be on the far left on your 5 chart layout, like this one right here that I do have over here on the right for myself just for the live stream, as I said. Or we're pulling off of the Mac VU, the filter chart, which we kind of color into a blue hue for you to mentally put things together. I'm here to shorten the length of time it requires you to become a successful trader. And again, success is not just, you know, hitting a button and making money. That is like anybody can trade. This is why I say sometimes that this is the easiest, hardest thing you'll ever do in your life, which is counterintuitive because it's so easy to trade. You can literally press a button, click, and you've traded. You can be like, oh, I'm a trader, do. But becoming a successful trader is consistency over time, being able to get it through time when the market shifts, because everybody thinks, oh, I've got it. I got this one thing that I like doing. The problem is the market shifts and your one thing is no longer working in that current market condition. I personally believe the best way to do it, again, the way that I have developed it inside of AlgoBox, is to have multiple ways to win, and then learning 4 or 5 of those that you master, that you just click with. And again, over time, you can add to that repertoire and see other play setups. We have about 13, kind of a baker's dozen pro level setups. But if you just master 4 or 5 getting started, that I think is the absolute ideal, with some filtering, with some direction bias, then entering into the direction of the filter and the direction bias with any one of these play setups. What play setups am I talking about? I'm talking about these off of the cheat sheet. Go print off the cheat sheets on the left-hand side of Discord. There are printable versions and there's the color version, depending on your preference. All right. And the 8-day bootcamp, great way to just learn all the stuff that we do here. Fastest way. Give you a big picture, hit absolutely everything. But the 8-day bootcamp is not going to be enough for you to really just lock in on day one. You're going to forget things. You need to practice those. You need to go in and go like, okay, let me watch that section of the video again. What's the headshot? What's the 2-finger salute? What's the super AO? What's the Enigma, the moonshot? What's the super moon? You know, what plays am I going to do? Am I going to be more full auto, or am I going to play discretionary? Those types of things that you develop as you practice. Vinny, can you please remind how to put black background for the AO digits? Yeah, we can absolutely do that. So on first type out some text. So I'm gonna hit the F12 key here. F12 for me. Yours may be different to type something. So type something on the screen. Okay.
5 minutes time.
And then if you right click that and go to properties
Forecast 93 spot
of text boxes.
94 spot 2. With
Okay. And then on the, we're looking for the background. Here's the opacity. Here's the color area right here. So on the color area of text boxes, because that's what's being labeled on those. So right here, text area black. Set this to whatever color you want. I think by default it is set to transparent, so that's why if yours are not black on the background, our default is transparent. So depending on, if you have any background color, it will just show up through it. But if you want it to be black, then set it to black right here, and then come down here to templates. This is the key. Save. Click on the button at the bottom. It's very small down here. Click template, save, and then you're going to save as default. This button right here. Okay, save as default.
Event Richmond Manufacturing Index. Enigma long on
Okay, that is the key, right? The default. Don't hit save. You want to save as default. Okay, and then the default will default all of your texts to have the black background instead of transparent, which does, in cases like this, to me, helps it pop out a little bit more, right? Where it's got that black background around the text, because sometimes it can be hard to read. And now those numbers aren't always super important, but sometimes they are. Holy cow, what is that? An 8,000 level bull has just arrived. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that'll change things. So they bought that entire leg as it came down into this area. They were just like, nope, don't think so. Bulls on parade. Bulls are back all the way through there. It is 9:57. Do we have 10 a.m. news? We do. We have a medium impact at 10, and this is a very odd thing here. We've got 10, and we also have a 10:03 back to back. What is that? So 3 minutes later, consumer confidence. That's interesting. Now, I don't know if that's a new thing of the news feed that we're using for that, or if that is something else. Other things, speaking of news, so we'll have a new news API coming out on Friday as well. So got a couple things. Thursday or Friday of this week, we are doing the most recent update release of AlgoBox with the fix for the trade copier. Some of the people had talked about how the limit orders, like it was only working particularly around market order entries, and you would have to hit the buy or sell button, and some stop issues if you're using the bracket orders over here on the right. These were not functioning quite right in the trade copier. Only on the leader account. The follower accounts were having some issues with the bracketing over here. That is fixed and will be in this edition, and I will be showcasing more of the trade copier going forward, doing some small account challenges here into the end of the year and into the beginning of 2026. Can you believe it? We are in our 10th year of AlgoBox. How awesome is that? The tenure. The tenure.
NQ on the 4.
9:58:30. So a minute and 30 seconds till
NQ on the 40.
the news event coming. And this is going to be a major area. You can tell. This is going to be a big area. Feels very odd marking this section up. This now becomes, I don't even know. I kind of want to watch this one. This is completely abnormal. I have not seen an 8,000 level bull. I don't think ever.
Remaining. Odd leading.
Has anyone else ever seen an 8,000 level bull? This is on the 4s. Like what? So it's a 3,500 4K-ish on the 9s, but an 8,000? Are y'all seeing 8,000 too, or is that just mine? Do I have an odd number here? What is y'all give me your readout. What is this giant bull reading? I've got an 8K delta long bull buyer in there on this leg. Are you 8,000 as well? You know what? I really love this fast interaction time. You guys are able to respond right away. This is very cool. I used to have to like wait a couple seconds. I can tell the difference. Are you guys liking the ultra low latency where we've got that fast real-time interaction? That's great stuff. You got the 8K as well? 8800, 89, 27. Yeah, massive.
Forecast 93.75. The rich
Okay, here comes the news.
index is out at -1, -4, which is higher than forecast, -12.
All right, sitting on hands here.
2 finger and
They're in the news here. My general rule around news is 2 minutes before, 3 minutes after. To let that shake out. Okay. We just got another one. Let me come back here. There we go. Look at this. Okay. Aggressive buying through both of these legs. 13.3 on the delta here. 7.5. Biggest ones we've seen even through this entire leg. There's a 7. So maybe right there to there. Okay. That's pretty crazy in itself. But look at this number. A 3,000 on the 9s, followed by a 2,000.
95 spots.
Giant 8,000 level on the entry chart. Yeah, so I'm happy with my winner chicken dinner here for my 5 trades. Sitting pretty. I love being in a spot right now where when something like this comes up that's out of the ordinary, I don't have to worry about it. I am sitting pretty. Got my winner chicken dinner +1. Got the bonus. And if you're in a spot like that, you should too. I really do think that playing a video game, like coming in going, I got 5 lives. Think of it like playing like Mario Bros. Old school games where it's like I've got my 5 lives. And of course in a video game you can add lives and all that kind of whatnot, which we can here too. It depends on where you're up on the day. If you're well up on the day and the market is moving at a good pace with good speed right now, like so right now, look at this. We've got valid speed. So we're not too slow, we're not too fast. Valid speed. It's not good speed, but it's valid.
So we're seeing the ECB at 1.9 trillion euros.
Now this is on the 4s. Again, you can adjust to this if you want to get, you know, depending on how hardcore you want to get. Remember, if you have been through our training program, you can just go to a chart where it is running at good speed for yourself, adjusting your stops and targets along the way. Remember, you need to adjust for the targeting of each size. So on the 4s, for instance, for me, where I'm at here on the entry chart on the AlgoBar 4s,
looking into the conference board,
my target 1 is 20 ticks. Should I be on 20 ticks for target 1 pop quiz on an AlgoBar 1s? If I go down to the very smallest micro granularity of an AlgoBar 1s, should I be on a target 1 of 20 ticks like I am here on the 4s? Right? Brian's like, nope, definitely not. Right? A 20 tick might be a runner target on the 1s. Yeah, on the 1s, I'm looking for 10 ticks for my first target. Okay. Same thing on the 2s. 2s, it might get a little bit farther out, but still probably a 10 and 15 for the 1s and 2s. Okay. But now when I go all the way to the 4s, I can literally move all the way out and I'm looking at a 20 tick target. This is called fractals, right? This is fractal movement and getting different sizes on different bar sizes. Okay. And you'll have different targeting for that. We go over all that in our training if you're new or you don't know. And some of this stuff is taught external. We didn't invent fractals. Okay, this is just how markets move. There are a lot of people who talk about fractals, but most people fractalize on minute charts. And I think that's where we differ. Like playing in minute charts, if you're still playing minute charts in 2025, like I don't know how to mentally help you. Like you've got mental issues, you're stuck in ICT land, you know, you want to be broke forever, like stay on your minute charts. No offense, I know there are people who can make money on the minute charts. It's fine, you know, but listen, you're probably not going to be beating me or the crew with the numbers that we do here. You just are missing things on the internals. You're missing things internally. that you could see if you had the advantage of AlgoBox and using a different bar type that doesn't take, it is prioritizing time. Now, is time in here? Yes, of course. As we move to the right, there are timings, and literally some of this right here, like our king timing. What is large and king timing? This is still not about time like human time. This isn't seconds, minutes, anything like that. This is structural timing, which in my opinion is more important. Darvas box theory, if you guys go and listen in and study in on that, you know, Darvas is literally grouping bars together, but if you're using it on minute bars, you're still just grouping time together. In my opinion, you have an advantage grouping structures internally. The big move up also starts at the blue VL23. Oh, did it launch off of that? Yeah. The VL1, 2, and 3. That is the new primary pivot.
Divergence down you on the 40.
10:06. We got 4 minutes till coffee time. We got 95 folks hanging out, almost 100. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna get 100 today? We shall see. Okay, they're floating this area. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this giant bowl in here. But I mean, it basically may as well be like, okay, well, we might have this grinder again all day, or if this thing gets ignored, remember, for them to fill up 8,000 to the buy side, there were either stops, they had to have been all stops, or there are entries to the other side in this area. Did they just hand off, right? Is this a handoff location? We don't know. The beautiful thing is we don't have to care, but we do have to prepare. Remember that one, write that down. We do not have to care, but we do have to prepare. Everybody got that one? Okay, I'm gonna click in the middle here and give ourselves an extension. 250 is here, and it is a giant zone. Big bull take profit zone up top. Oops, wrong color. I'm going to save workspace here. Always a good idea if you've made changes to drawings, stuff like that. Save your workspace in the event of some kind of crash or hang up. You might have to, if you have to restart NinjaTrader, get a power outage, etc. Come back to it. It is a huge bowl. It's incredible. Like I don't think I've seen an 8,000, but hey, I get to write it down today. 28th of October. Massive 8,000 level bull coming in there. We've just been coiling up in this zone now.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
All right, we got about 20 seconds till coffee time. So here's what we need to know. Between 10:10 and 10:30, we kind of call this a coffee time window. You're going to get an alert in the Discord that let you know, like, hey, this is a time to be careful. There's this exchange of hands that goes on after the open. Market opens. There are forced orders like 401ks, IRAs, investment level entries at the open where people have called into their broker. This used to happen a lot more back in the day where they have gone, I place an order if they place it overnight, or even options plays are required to execute at the open. And then we're talking about the US Open. And then those have to complete out their orders in the first 30 minutes. So we come into what's 30 minutes from 9:30, 30-minute window for them to execute all of that is to 10 a.m. Now, after 10 a.m., now you have this kind of 10-minute window where there's some little, you know, maybe continuation of that. And then around this 10:10 area, things just start to get a little wild. You get exchange of hands. You look at the players who start to come in to assess what has come in at the open, the numbers that have come in the open, the volume that's come in that first 30 minutes, how much of that has come in, and then either play against or with into those plays. The manipulation starts to occur right here as other algorithms start to take over to execute their buy orders or sells. So this is a good time for me in general that I have studied over years of time. Again, I've been in the markets now almost 20 plus years. Now, this is our 10th year of AlgoBox publicly, and we were working on it years before that, and then me solo on it for years even before that. And here we are, 10 years in the public area on AlgoBox. Our new version will be coming out this week, Thursday or Friday. Make sure you guys put it on your docket, write in, circle this weekend, go, it's upgrade weekend. Make sure you do the update. Remember, uninstall your old one first, uninstall AlgoBox, install the new one. It gives you a clean slate, clean install. If you have some issues, it's probably because you didn't uninstall the old one first. So make sure you uninstall the old, install the new one. As far as your workspaces go, if you use the default workspace, the 5-chart layout that I was showing you guys earlier, if you're going through training and you've got the 5-chart layout or the flag, we already create those for you. I update all those for you. So the ones that come out of the box, they're perfectly fine. But I know a lot of people customize theirs. If you have customized whatever, remember, you need to reapply your indicators to your chart sometimes if there are new parameters, etc. Now, you can try yours first. You can just use your custom chart. It may not be any big deal, but if you're having issues, I would suggest just start over on your workspace, recreate your workspace. There's going to be a huge difference in the version from NinjaTrader. So we will be supporting the latest version of NinjaTrader as of today's date, 10/28, the latest version of NinjaTrader in this next release, and the latest version of AlgoBox and all that good stuff. All right. You were an Iron Man sub back in the day. Oh man, I forgot about the old Iron Man stuff. How cool. If you are new with us, get ready for Black Friday coming up here in just a couple days. We will have a pre-Black Friday launch event, and there will be advantages to early bird gets the worm. The very first folks who sign up, there will be a limited set of seats for jumping into that to get some extra stuff. I'm not going to talk about what it is, but I'll just say you'll want to be looking for that pre-Black Friday offer coming out here in just a couple of days. Other items, don't forget, we are now on ultra low latency, so you should be interacting with me almost directly. Yes, as someone had said earlier, that there is an inherent, it's not going to be like being in the room in real time. But the beautiful thing about having AlgoBox on your system is you've got the trade room in real time on your charts. You don't need a me. That is the beautiful thing about AlgoBox. It's like if I wanted to say, hey, here's an opportunity right here on your chart. Well, it's already there. You don't have to wait for me to say it. Communication verbally is one of the slowest forms of communication. This is instantly going to be drawn on your charts. These play setups show up. Get your cheat sheet printed out, go through the 8-day boot camp, and then when you get into the training program, remember it is a full 120-day program fully laid out. If you are absolutely brand new to the markets, you need to mark out on your chart about 4 months of time. Just go, this is my time block. This is where I want to be all in on this. I need to absorb this into my brain, how to play this game. And it's broken into 3 sets of 40 days. So you don't have to think, oh, 120 days, that feels like forever. 3 sets of 40, okay? It is 40 days. 40 days to go deep dive. Remember the 8-day boot camp, you're going to learn everything quickly in the 8-day boot camp. Well, we literally cover everything, go through the entire documentation on our website. We have the most comprehensive documentation on the web, and we have a custom trained GPT trained on AlgoBox. We have an AlgoBox GPT. Eddie, if you want to pop the link there for our own GPT, this GPT has been trained on our documentation and our live stream content for our training. So it knows about every, now remember, be careful. Sometimes GPTs, all of these AI can hallucinate on occasion. So double check, like ask AI to send you the video related to the topic that they're talking about. Because if it starts reading all this stuff and say like, hey, will you send me a video where this came from? And if it's like, can't find one, just be a little careful. Or if you know that you have heard something different from me on live stream than what the AI is telling you, be careful. We have found that the AI will on occasion hallucinate stuff. It's like, find me the video on that. If it doesn't, I would prefer that you go and ask in the public chat, say, hey, can somebody get me a video on this topic? And a lot of people have opinions. Be careful of people talking in the room. I know they have good intentions, but if it didn't come from me, just take it with a grain of salt. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys maybe this afternoon, but for sure tomorrow morning. I'll see you then.